Howdy folks, Bonzo and I are going on an adventure, hiking up to Lost Cove to stay up there for possibly 4 nights. We'll see how weird it gets. It's a good 3.5, 4 miles up the railroad tracks before you hit a footpath. There's some pretty cool rapids along the river following up through the gorge here. It's supposed to be raining pretty much the whole time we were planning on being out, but I don't know, I've been out in the rain many times, so can't let that foil our fun and plans. There's Twin Eddies. Sure is pretty up through here, up through the gorge. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to see a train on the way up. Let's go get a drink, bub. Down here. This here is called, I believe it's called Devil's Bathtub. Shake Satan off, you bonzo. Yeah, it's pretty up through here. Alright, here is the Trailhead Footpath. Little landmarks, in case anybody's trying to get up there. Time to get up in the woods, get off these tracks. It's kind of steep getting up to the top, but I mean, I've been up worse. But don't let it fool you. It is a good 1.5 miles hike up. Escargot. I left at 10:30. It's now about 1:30, so I've been hiking for about 3 hours. I got a good 45, 50 pounds on my back. I'm all stocked up on food. So I guess it's not too bad for getting up here. Got a little more to go. See y'all at the top. Coming up on Miracle Rock up on our right. I'll tell y'all the story tomorrow about that rock. I'm ready to get up and get camp set up. But right there, where the top of my Bonzo's leash is, that's Miracle Rock. Up above there's a graveyard also. But I'll tell you all the story tomorrow on that one. He always wants to go up in there and sniff around every time we come up here. Kind of creeps me out. Come on, Bunk, let's go. Yep, hip, hip. Wild man. Let's keep moving, Bubba. Little camp spot. Old truck frame. I don't know how long that's been there. Long time. There's the rest of it. Ah, got me. And this is where we're going to be staying tonight. Psych! Hell no. I ain't going in there. Not to spend the night at least. Oh, we're going to go find a spot to set up. Go get some water after that. Get settled down for a bit. playing around. I knew it was going to be wet and raining, so I brought a big old bag of fat wood to get the fire going. Nothing fancy. See if I can get her done. This is super cool. That is Rattlesnake Plantain. It's getting rarer and rarer. It's medicinal, but I mean, this is the first time I've seen it in 3 years. And I always keep an eye out for it. That's something special. Super cool Rattlesnake Plantain. All right, come on, let's go this way. Let's get back up to camp. That's how it starts. First night you hear a weird yippity-yoo screaming noise. Let's see what the night brings. I'm not trying to sound like one of those dumbass shows, but I just heard one knock out in the woods out there. It could have been just a walnut or something hitting the top of that car down there, or that truck, or maybe the top of that one building, who knows. Something, big old walnut falling out of a tree. They were falling when I was walking up here, so, but dude, it sounded crazy. I swear it sounded just like a knock, like somebody hit a branch against the side of the tree or something. No bullshit. Well, I'm gonna try and kick it. Catch y'all in the morning. Alright, 6 a.m. Slept pretty good. Woke up at about 4. It's been on and off raining pretty hard. Got the fire going again. Here's a little trick. If there's some, if you can find some bark, you can peel off some dead trees when you're out. Pouring down rain, build your fire up, and then you lay some of that bark over top so it kind of like shelters the fire for a bit. Lets it heat up and get going. You can see bark right there. But, alright, I'm going to get some coffee going. Just hope the rain cools off after a bit. There's a couple times I woke up bonzo growling last night, but I slept great. Slept for a good 8 hours. I feel really good. So we'll see what the day brings. I'll see y'all a little later. got a scrap piece of leather. I got tons of scrap leather. So what I did, this is going to be for my tarp. It's light, pretty lightweight. You can throw it in your pack, whatever it is. And what I made this for, see my tarp back here? Well, sometimes different setups, you want to get yourself a stick or a trekking pole or something popped up in there to kind of give you a little more headspace. This guy is going to go on top right here and tighten it around. It's better than using, some people use a dirty sock, which I'm not trying to use a dirty sock. So this will keep your tarp from getting torn up a little bit. So I got that end, and then I took my little camp axe and sharpened this end. We're going to jam it on up in there, give us a little more headspace under here for the night. Get her. Woo! I want that to happen out here too. Got her in there a little bit. As long as the wind don't get crazy or Bonzo's fat butt knocks that over, that should be good. Now I got plenty more space under here. Let's hope the sun stays out for a little bit. Ah. Mm-hmm. Do get a little bit. Pretty good. It's a little creepy when you're walking from this angle. Some kind of ring. I don't know if that was a well. Remember that horror movie, The Ring? Anybody seen that? Pretty creepy. This is where I've been hanging my food. If I'm just staying somewhere one night, I don't really care about hanging my food, but if I'm around for a few days, I'd like to avoid creatures coming and stealing my food if I can help it. So I'm better off hanging it. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think of this. Maybe it could have been the fire or like part of a big fireplace from an old foundation up here. I have no idea. Bonzo doesn't seem to care. Old reishi mushroom. Couple more reishis. These have some great medicinal properties to them. Yeah, these are old and moldy. Sorry, my camera's all screwed up on my phone. I cracked the lens. I need to get a new way to videotape. An old wall somebody built. Pretty cool. I wonder how long ago they did that. I'd like to come out here with a metal detector. Yeah, that goes up like that. Up over there. I bet you this was a foundation. Well, not, I bet you this was a wall, but I wonder if maybe somebody had a little cabin up in here or something. like that's a little bit of a footpath. Yep, check that out. A little spring. Awesome. Yeah, I bet you somebody had a little cabin right in here. Super cool. What you think, wild man? You fired up? You hunting? I got a little orange on him just in case. When he don't have his collar on, he's jumping around in the woods. Some trigger happy fella or lady might think he's a bear. All right, we're gonna go check out Miracle Rock. Stay tuned. Man, that's a big old oak there. Boy, oh boy. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised that thing wasn't 200 or more years old. Big red oak. What do they say about oaks? They grow for 500 years and live for 500 years after that. Then it takes them 500 years to die. All right, we're coming up on Miracle Rock. First off, that is so cool. Big old maple growing out of the side of this boulder. Just wrapping itself around it. Trees are awesome. That is super gnarly. All right, so here we go. Tell you all the story. Hey, psst, psst, come here. Story time. All right, this rock right here that I'm walking up to right now. See if I can get the story right. The story goes, one of the families that was living up here, one of their daughters fell and hit her head and went unconscious and went into a coma, I guess. They thought she was dead. She hadn't woke up for a while. So they brought her over here, laid her on this rock, laid her body on this rock, and then went on up through here. There's a graveyard up here. So they came up here to dig her grave. Up on here. And what happened, they finished digging the grave, went back down to go pick her body up and bring her up and bury her. And she woke up out of her coma. And they thought it was a miracle. I guess you could say it kind of was. Back then it was a lot harder on people living, and they didn't have medicine like today, and so I'm sure they thought it was a miracle from God. So I gotta find this graveyard. Thought it was right up here somewhere. There's a little camp spot. I think it's up here. Let's go up this way. Yep. Here we are. Creepy old graveyard. You want to go in there, bub? See if you see any spirits, any ghosts. Don't be peeing on it. No. Don't pee on any gravestones. I think the last family living in Lost Cove left in 1956. And there hadn't been anybody, or there's been people that have come up and lived up here, I think. I think from what I've heard, there was a guy living up here for years. And the census would even come up and get them to do the little census thing to count them as a person in their count. Pretty funny. They like going up here and do it. Guy lived up here forever. Check that out. Man, hand chiseled and everything. Born June 1922. Died June 3rd, 1938. 16 years old. She just turned 16. Bonnie Miller. That's sad. What's it say down here? See if I can read it. You're crazy, boy. Blessed are the something in, I can't read it. That's pretty cool though. See if anybody can decipher that, see what it says. So, we got Millers up here. Tiptons. Son of Wiley and Hester Price Tipton. 1936. There's a little unmarked stone. There's another stone. Augusta Bailey. There's one back there. Easy, bunk. Must not had, they were pretty poor. Couldn't afford to get a stone. Either that or it was vandalized at some point. What else we got? Ronald Miller. These are some old-time names here, aren't they? Coolidge Miller, March 21st, 1924. Oh, man. My birthday's March 21st. That's kind of cool, or creepy. February 15th, 1943. He wasn't too old. I wonder if he had fought in World War II. 24, 43, 19 years old. I wonder if he had went over there and they brought his body back. I guess it might say something on the tombstone. There's one that you can't read anymore. CM. There's a couple. It's little markers. Nola Tipton. 1 year old. DAU of Wiley and Hester Price Tipton. Huh. A lot of Baileys and Tiptons up here. A couple Millers. What we got here? Not gonna read that one. John D. Tipton. CLF3NOMTDINF. Hey, bub. You ready to go back? Come on, let's go back to camp. You misbehave, I'm gonna put you up in that pen, all right? You hear that? Let's go up here real quick. Let's go check this little footpath out. See if there's anything up here. One that way, one this way. See what we got up in here. Whoa. Bunch of red paint. Check this out. Man, this is a nice camp. Man. Real nice camp spot. It's all marked off. I bet you it's all marked off for National Forest. You're allowed to hunt up in there. That's why we kind of got to be careful up here this time of year. Oh, these are always cool. Bearing tree. Say I bring some friends up here to do an overnighter, but I don't have too many friends, and the ones that I do, I can't never get them to come up here with me. At least I got my boy over there. He can go wherever I go. He's always down. Man's best friend. Oop. That's just a branch. Come on. I seen it fall. Let's go. Oh, what's that creepy down here? Super creepy. I wonder what was in there. That must have been some kind of something for like livestock or tools, or who knows. Anybody have any ideas? It's too low to be, unless they were little people living in here. That could be. That's creepy though. Let me get down in here once. Man, that's some old stuff. Old poplar beams. Hand hewn. Man, that's cool. I guess somebody was camping there. Yeah, I guess it'd be a good place to come to stay dry if you were in a jam. Let's keep moving. All right. Old truck frame. Wonder what happened to it. Wonder if it died or if it just got stuck in the mud. I think this is probably the vehicle that they had up here to ride down. It's just a footpath now, but it used to be a little road you could, the path we hiked up here from the tracks, the people of Lost Cove, they would drive down there in a vehicle. Very well could have been this one. The railroad would stop there and give them supplies, as far as I know, and I believe they did some logging out of here. So maybe, I feel like this is a spot that the railroad would stop, load up logs. And also, I think I've heard that some of the people that lived up here after a while started working up in the mines farther up the tracks, and they would get picked up by the train and rode on up there. I think there's some coal mines up there. If you keep on heading up through the gorge, well up through the gorge, up those tracks. I know they still bring coal down on the train carts. I see it. It's all along the river from flying off out of those big old cars. Here's the truck. Let's go up here and check it out. All shot up. Old wooden parts of the frame. This must have been one of them bootlegger trucks. I ain't give you your tetanus shot, Bonzo. Be careful. Let's go up here. Come on. It's all that's standing. Old chimney. So there was a house up here, I suppose. Old bed spring. Dug into the side of the mountain. Psst. Come on, let's go back this way. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna get on back to camp and tend to the fire, chill out for a little bit. I'll catch y'all later. Rain's kind of chilled out a little bit. I've got both ends of this side of the tarp pulled down now. Got plenty of room to set up and then some. Cozy fire going. I know it's getting dark, so my phone doesn't do so great when it gets dark. Sorry about the quality of the video. But yeah, we're chilling. Just changed into my cozy camp clothes. Feels good to get out of those wet clothes. As long as you can keep your sleep gear and stuff dry, have a way to stay out of the rain. Like, it can be super cozy being out in the rain, up in the mountain. You got your everything in order.
Got water for this evening and the morning. Got some wood here, a little bundle. All that wood there is fairly dry. It's more than it looks. Hopefully that'll get me through the night. If I'm real lucky, I'll have a little bit to get her going in the morning, if it goes out. But got some hardwood in the center, feeding that through. That's all I could really find was one piece. It's a good 6-inch diameter, and so far it's going in pretty nice, burning kind of slow, and that's good. Then I got some poplar on each other side feeding it through. So hopefully I got enough to last me tonight. There's the crazy house down there. As long as I don't hear any hooting and hollering tonight or anything crazy, I think I'll catch you all in the morning. If something happens though, I'll keep you posted. If I hear another knock or something. That just sounded like wood on wood. Didn't really sound like a walnut on the top of that car, but who knows. But time to kick back and relax. 6:45. I'll catch you all on the AM. See you. Morning. It's about 7:30. Been up since about 6, just chilling. Got the fire going again. Having a nice cup of coffee there. I think we're gonna head out today. Poor Bonzo got hit in the face with a skunk last night, some skunk juice. Sorry, this ain't gonna focus. But I know he's probably pretty miserable smelling that all night. I wrapped my face up in a shirt, so I didn't really smell it. I slept good, but dogs are a little more sensitive, so hopefully he learned his lesson. I knew it was bound to happen eventually because he goes after creatures all the time out in the woods. That was his first skunk encounter and hopefully his last, but I'm gonna wait till the rain kind of slows down a little bit. Keep sipping on some coffee, maybe eat some breakfast, and then we're gonna pack up and hike on out of here. Woo! Over the past 2 days, that river's went way up. We'll do a comparison once we get to Twin Eddies, but yeah, there's been a lot of rain. She's rising. You ready to go, Bubba? Psst, psst. Let's go. Come on. All right, let's go. Time to hit the tracks. Wish we could have stayed one more night, but I can't handle Bonzo's stink. I'll have to take him back, get him cleaned up. Catch you all soon. It's like some blues peeking out from those gray clouds. Good boy. Careful. Attaboy. First couple times we walked across that trestle, it was pretty tough to coax Bonzo across. He was pretty worried about it, but he's gotten used to it. Dogs are cool.
There's Twin Eddies. Looking a wee bit different from when we hiked up in there.
Trying to make hopefully this will make it smell a little better. Unless you want to be sleeping outside for a month. Anybody with any tips on how to get skunk smell out of your dog, please leave them down in the comments, because I don't think this Dawn dish soap's going to do it. He got you good right in the face, didn't he? Maybe you'll learn from that. Hope you learn not to mess with skunks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Thanks for helping. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're my good boy. You want to be a fresh, clean puppy?